Welcome back, everyone, to another episode in Planet Zoo, taking a look at some of the blueprints on the Steam Workshop. Our first piece is called Polar Bear Star Wars, and it was made by Elephant876. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $135,000. A polar bear habitat with Star Wars invaders. Thank you so much, Elephant, for posting on the Steam Workshop. Our next piece is called Monkey Town, and it was made by Poison Burrito. And you can bring this into your zoo for right around $21,500. A Monkey Town walkthrough. Thank you so much, Poison Burrito. Our next piece is made by Keepdom. They call this Himalayan Bears in Space. Click and place. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $171,000. Thank you so much, Kingdom, for posting this bear habitat in space on the Steam Workshop and sharing with the whole community. Our next piece was made by Immerschuld. They called this tiger habitat, and you can bring this into your zoo for right around $25,000. Thank you so much, Immerschuld, for posting on the Steam Workshop and bringing us this very beautiful tiger habitat. Our next piece is called the Peacock Caravan, and it was made by CamCam. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $11,000. What a very clever idea, CamCam, bringing a caravan to Planet Zoo. Our next piece was made by Ollie, the Ice Cream Man. They called this Elephant House, and you can bring this into your zoo for right around $23,000. Thank you so much, Ollie, for posting on the Steam Workshop and bringing us this very nice elephant house. Our next piece was made by Kristofferson Jay. They call this Red Panda House. And you can bring this into your zoo for right around $19,000. What a very nice red panda habitat you've built here, Kristofferson Jay. Thank you so much for sharing with the community on the Steam Workshop. Our next piece was made by KyAzazel. They call this the stables. It's a walkthrough habitat for llamas. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $26,000. Thank you so much, Kai, for bringing the stables to the Steam Workshop and sharing with all of us. Our next two pieces were made by Jenny Riot 42. They called these pieces Circular Dome Climbing Frame, and then we also have the climbing frame. Both of these you can bring in for right around $8,500. Thank you so much, Jenny Riot, for posting on the Steam Workshop and bringing us these climbing frames. Our next piece was made by Pelientje. They called this Welcome Decoration with Statues. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $4,000. Thank you so much, Pelientje, for posting this on the Steam Workshop. Our next piece was made by Terolda CZ. They called this Street Fox Container Cafe. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $9,000. Thank you so much, Terolda CZ, for posting this very nice Street Fox coffee shop on the Steam Workshop. Our next piece was made by Jasper in 1949. They called this Restaurant Gift Store. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $38,000. What a really nice clean build you've made here, Jasper 1949. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Our next piece was made by julienputten, and we have a police car, police truck, and a police buggy. You can bring all three of these into your zoo for right around $15,000. Thank you so much, Julian, for posting on the Steam Workshop and sharing these police cars with us. Our next pieces were made by Yanny. We have large door set for $1,600, and then we also have a menu for right around $1,000. Thank you so much, Yanny, for posting on the Steam Workshop. Our next piece was made by Naegasone. They call this English London Bridge look-alike. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $17,000. What a great build of this English London Bridge. Thank you so much for bringing it to the Steam Workshop. Our next piece was made by imJackLee. This is called Gateway of the Future. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $131,000. What a truly epic and fun piece you've made here, imJackLee. Thank you so much for sharing with the community. Our next piece is called Conservation Education Board. It was made by SMrogers 2011. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $500. Thank you so much, SMrogers. Our next three pieces were made by jeteleek, and we have some camera pieces. We've got Camera Eye, camera R2D2, and camera BB8. You can bring all 3 of these pieces into your zoo for right around $15,000. Thank you so much, jeteleek, for posting on the Steamworks shop and bringing these very clever cameras too. Our next piece was made by Katherine, and she calls this Zoo Entrance. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $37,000. Thank you so much, Katherine, for bringing the zoo entrance into the Steamworks shop and sharing with all of us. Our next piece was made by Rehoor. They call this Hunter African Predator House, and you can bring this into your zoo for right around $41,000. Thank you so much, Rehoor, for bringing this really beautiful building to us. I love the architecture you've done here. We have a wizard house here made by Mightyfury, and you can bring this into your zoo for right around $14,000. What a great build you've done here, Mightyfury. Thank you so much for sharing with us on the Steamworks shop. We have 3 pieces here made by SamBeanie, and they call this first one Shop Shell, Small, South American, Temp, and then we have the base of operation, Large, South American, Mayan Temple, and then we have a Facility Shell, Small, South American, Mayan Temple. You can bring all 3 of these pieces into your zoo for right around $50,000. Thank you so much, SamBeanie, for posting on the Steamworks shop and sharing these very, very lovely buildings with us. Our next 4 pieces were made by Dam. And these are all Artic Viking inspired pieces to your zoo for right around $23,000. Thank you so much for bringing these Artic Viking pieces to the Steamworks shop. Our next 2 pieces were made by cherricatplayer, and they call this Victorian sets. One's a gazebo and the other one's a food stall. You can bring both of them into your zoo for right around $23,000. Thank you so much, cherricatplayer, for posting on the Steam Workshop. What very beautiful pieces you've made here. Our next piece was made by Irene. They call this Estacion. They train. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $78,000. What a truly beautiful piece you've made here, Irene. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us. Our next piece was made by MS Queen, KW97. They called this Terrace Garden Cafe. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $19,000. What really, really lovely pieces you've done here, MS Queen. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Our next piece was made by Pandannah. They call this Eco Green Wall Skyscraper. You can bring this into your zoo for right around $46,000. Thank you so much for sharing this high-rise with us. Our last piece is an absolutely beautiful climbing shelter made by Fat Obelix, and you can bring this into your zoo for right around $6,500. Thank you so much, Fat Obelix, for posting on the Steam Workshop and sharing this climbing shelter with us. I think a lot of people can use it in a lot of their zoos. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me in today's episode. We sure have a very talented community at the Steam Workshop pages. Please, if you haven't left a comment, please do so, a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you might want to do that so that you can be here for next week's episode. We will see you all then. Take care.